Hi, I'm Tina.
I'm Ross.
And today we're going to be trying some German chocolates. We're really looking forward to this because we do love our chocolate. Yes. I went a little crazy actually at the store because I set out to find some chocolates from Germany and some were on sale, so then I had to get a few more. And I kind of stuck to mainly milk chocolate with hazelnuts, so we could kind of do a more equal comparison. But I do have one random one that I did get, a dark chocolate marzipan, so we may be sampling that one too, just for fun. So we are going to be doing Milka, the hazelnut or noisette. So I believe that is the hazelnut cream because they do have one with the nuts in it. We have a Kinder Bueno. We have Hanuta, Ritter Sport with whole hazelnuts, and Toffifay.
Toffifay. And the bonus material, dark chocolate with marzipan.
By Ritter Sport.
By Ritter Sport.
We apologize, we can't quite pronounce these names correctly, but we'll have to do it with our American pronunciation. So we have unwrapped everything to save a little time there. You don't have to sit there and watch us unwrap. So first up, we have the Milka. I'm gonna take a whole two of them.
Thank you, dear.
Come in nice little sized pieces there. I do love the hazelnut flavors.
Apparently so does Europe.
That one's nice and creamy. I know we've had the kind with the whole hazelnuts before, and that was really good too with that crunch. A little different from we're so used to having peanuts in our chocolate. And I do love peanuts. I love peanut butter, but having hazelnuts is just kind of something nice and different.
Yeah.
Goes really well with the chocolate.
It's kind of like growing up. I know I mentioned it before, growing up. We have Hershey's chocolate, and you love it as a kid. It's like, oh, with nuts. It's either peanuts or almonds.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the hazelnuts, I'd say would be a go-to choice.
Definitely. And we were noticing as we've been buying Milkas, because we can actually find Milka pretty easily in Cost Plus and a few other stores. Like, I kind of want to mention that too, because some things are easier for us to find than others. Like, some have made it really big. Like, they start showing up in Walmart and Target, and then you know they've made it really big.
Yeah.
Unlike we've been trying to look for some British sweets and chocolates, and those seem to be a little bit more difficult for us to find. I feel like we're getting a lot more German options, although we're also noticing that they're not always made in Germany. We're starting to see some that are made in Poland. Is that kind of typical? And speaking of that, our next one, now I was under the impression that Kinder was a German brand, and then I looked closer and it actually said made in Italy, and it was from Ferrero chocolate. So I don't know if that's typical. Let us know. Is Kinder really popular in Germany? I thought so. Or are there just certain ones made in Germany and some made in other countries? Or is it for the American market? Because I have to say Kinder, I feel like in the last several years has gotten really common here. At least a few. Like the Kinder Bueno. You probably don't know the controversy with the Kinder eggs. They have the Kinder Surprise, which they do not allow here. And then but they do have the Kinder Joy. But I understand it's a little bit different.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the size difference in the toys.
It's actually a different, I believe the Kinder Surprise, I'm sure people correct us if we're wrong, but I think it's the actual egg is made out of chocolate and you can bite into it and the toy's inside, and that's where they have the problem with it. I guess that's, according to some old law here, that you can't do that, and so they don't allow it, and I guess people try to sneak them in when they travel overseas, and I should look up the statistics, but I forgot how many were seized in customs when people tried to bring them back in as contraband, So, but they do have the Kinder Joy here, which is, I believe it's a plastic egg. I haven't tried it yet. And you break it open. There is a toy on one side, but then it has a little spoon you can scoop out the, I think it's chocolate and some kind of cream on the other side and eat it that way. So you don't actually bite in and run the risk of biting into the toy or whatever. But I don't think many kids would do that because if cereals and other candies that have toys, you are looking out for that toy. Aren't you? Didn't you do that as a kid?
We didn't have it this nice when we were kids. We had Cracker Jacks. We got a little tattoo, little magnifying glass. What else? We were talking about this the other day.
But then you say now you don't even get any toys in there. So
things are just we back in our day.
Back in our day, yeah. But I'm just thinking, like when you have stuff that comes in cereal, you're opening up that cereal box and you're moving it around. You're trying to get that toy out before you ever go in and try to eat.
It's even worse when you have siblings, like I, because you want to be the first one to get it.
I didn't have that problem. I was an only child.
Yeah, I had that problem. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and eat our Bueno. I do like that it comes in you have 2 bars that are already wrapped inside the wrap package. So a little bit more portion control, keeps it fresh.
Right.
And this has the crispy wafer too, right?
Yes, it does.
If I remember correctly. That's really nice. I like the light wafers because, as you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Kit Kats. They're okay, but I don't like the cookie part quite as well. I like these white wafers. Although my favorites, if they were on sale, I would have picked them up because they are a little bit pricey here, are the Happy Hippos.
Yes, and that's the funny thing about Happy Hippos is I love them too. And by the way, there's something very nice about these because you have the creamy texture of the chocolate, but you also have the crispy wafers that go nicely together. But getting back to the Happy Hippos, it seems like you really see that here around Christmas.
Mm-hmm. I think they're year-round, but you said you found them in Walmart at Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
And they had some different flavors. I think at our Cost Plus World Market, they are there year-round. And not to gross anybody out, but I do have melted chocolate on my fingers because it is warm here, and I have noticed one thing about European chocolate. It does tend to melt much quicker than our chocolate here. I bet they put something in our chocolate to make it not melt quite as fast because a lot of areas in the United States get really hot during the summer, and this is it's a real problem. Remember M&M's melts in your mouth, not in your hand?
Yeah.
Remember that old tagline?
What was that? I don't remember the details, but was that like a World War II thing? Was that? I thought there was something, a story behind that, why those candies were developed was for soldiers could have some, like a candy without getting their trigger fingers sticky, was something like M&M's.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard that. You'll have to Google it.
Yeah. So moving on.
That was really tasty. Has that nice hazelnut filling plus a little crunch there with the wafer. Mm-hmm. So next up we have Hanuta. And I did look one time at Cost Plus World Market, we found knoppers, which you really loved. It reminds me a little bit of the Hanuta.
I do love knoppers. And it's one of those things that we don't see on a regular basis. It's one of a really hit and miss. If you can imagine Hanuta, thank you, with like a additional layer of like a
more chocolate on it,
maybe more chocolate, and it has like another layer, like a cream layer.
Yeah, those are really good. They're definitely thicker, and I think we saw those around Christmas, so maybe they'll be back during Christmas because I feel like we saw them once and never saw them again. So
yeah,
we'll see. All right, let's try the Hanuta. That's good too. Get a little bit more wafer in this one, but again, have that nice hazelnut filling. I feel like this one's maybe a little stronger.
That's one thing I like about it. It has a stronger taste. As you mentioned, knoppers are my favorite, but these would be my go-to if I can't find the knoppers. Mm-hmm. So which one do you want? Maybe going straight for the Ritter Sport.
Next we'll go for the Ritter Sport.
Yep. I never tried Ritter Sport until after I met you. I've seen it in stores for years. It's just one of those things that I just never thought about trying.
Yeah, this is another one that is showing up more and more in a variety of stores. I picked up this one at Target. So that is, if you're not familiar with Target, it's like Walmart, but way better. Sorry, but...
you have to apologize to me. Been shopping there for years.
Yeah. Yeah, so, they don't have as wide a variety as I've seen in Cost Plus World Market, but it is nice that we can pick it up somewhere like Target because usually the prices are better. I also noticed that in Cost Plus World Market, they seem to have the original German packaging. Yes. It was in German, whereas this one, they've obviously made it for the American market and put it in English. Mm-hmm. So this one, we've got the whole hazelnuts in it. That's nice too if you want a little crunch to your chocolate bar.
Yes. Do you prefer this over the Milka?
I was just thinking about that. I wish I probably should have gotten the Milka with the whole hazelnuts in it to do a better comparison. Because I think the chocolate is nice on both of these.
Can't help think. Seeing these large hazelnuts, the more space they take up, the less chocolate.
So do you prefer the Milka then?
I'll be honest, I like them both.
I do too. I wouldn't turn away either one. I almost felt like this one, the chocolate seemed a little creamier, and I don't know if that's just because it had the hazelnut, the creamy hazelnut filling as opposed to the whole hazelnut. So I'm not sure if that's affecting my judgment or not.
I think the Milka chocolate is creamier.
Okay. So it's not just my...
It's not just you.
It's not just me. Okay. Shall I try Toffifay?
Sure. Now, I've seen another thing. I've seen in stores that I haven't tried until after meeting you. Nice little fancy packaging.
And this one I also picked up at Target. Thank you. Uh-oh.
Yeah, every time I saw these in a store, I was wondering, are those cookies? Are they candies? What exactly are they? Because sometimes you see cookies mixed in with the candy in stores.
Yeah, so these have whole hazelnut caramel, hazelnut cream, and chocolate. That's a good combination. Definitely a little sweeter with that added caramel to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's another one where I feel like, I think Bed Bath & Beyond, I've seen it there, and I got that one at Target. Definitely becoming more common here.
Yeah, I've seen it at other stores too. This is one of those things pass by. Never think about picking up or trying.
Yeah.
But now, we know how good it is.
We do.
Okay.
So do you want to try the last Ritter Sport, or do you want to sort of evaluate the ones we have here?
Let's throw caution to the wind. Reckon the Marzipan.
And dark chocolate. So we're moving from milk. These have all been milk chocolate, and now we're going to have dark chocolate.
Just going crazy tonight.
I know.
Crazy.
You are the big dark chocolate lover. I like it too, but yeah, and that was the other thing that we tried just this past Christmas was marzipan. We always saw it. We never had it. Tried it, really liked it. And
Yeah.
so I don't think we've had the one from Ritter Sport. We had another brand.
Take two. And I can hear Finn, our sweet dog, who, unfortunately, Finn, the review we're doing, we can't possibly give you any item.
Yeah, poor Finn. He can't sample anything on this one. No chocolate for dogs.
Yeah. So,
All right.
there we go.
Yeah, very different from what we've been sampling. It's nice. The marzipan has that nice almond flavor to it.
The first bite I had, I didn't even taste the marzipan right away. It was mostly
The chocolate.
the dark chocolate, and then the marzipan.
Then some kind of marzipan came in. Yeah. This is going to be difficult.
Yes.
Do I have to pick a favorite?
Yes, you do.
Now, see, this is going to be tough because, like, if I'm just wanting chocolate without any crunch, I think I might go for the Milka. I really enjoyed that Milka.
Me too.
They have so many different flavors now, too, but I have to say the hazelnut, I think, is one of my favorites. And for something a little crispy, I'm really liking the Kinder Buenos. I like that light, flaky wafer that they have in there with the creamy filling. How about you?
Okay. For me, I would agree if I just want some good tasting chocolate, I'd go with the Milka, being my first choice here. And if I'm wanting something with a little more texture, this is where we will agree to disagree.
You're going to go for the Hanuta, aren't you?
I'm gonna go for that. There's just something about that nice combination of the chocolate with the crispy wafers. I do love the Bueno. I pick it up every once in a while, but that's because it's more available than I see Hanuta. But there's just something about it. However, these Toffifay were a pleasant surprise. Never had them before. Didn't know they were going to have a caramel with them, so that's kind of a nice combination. But yeah, everything's good here.
Everything was good, yeah. You know, and if I'm feeling like something with whole nuts in it, definitely either the Milka or the Ritter Sport with the whole nuts, I think would be good.
Yeah.
Toffifay was a little bit sweet for me. I mean, I still liked it, but that caramel made it really sweet. So that one wasn't as high on my list, but I probably would not turn it down.
Well, we're going to be high on sugar for the next hour or so.
Yes, we are.
But it was all good. But
I'm just happy to see that more of these candies, more of these chocolate bars are more available to us at some of our bigger stores. You know, we don't have to always go to Cost Plus World Market. We can actually pick them up at Target. So
yeah,
it's definitely nice.
But let me ask you this. Is there a German-made chocolate you've heard of that you're very curious to try that you just have not seen locally?
I'm not sure. In fact, if our viewers can let us know what your favorite chocolate is if you're in Germany or not in Germany and just love German chocolate, are there other brands out there that you really love? Let us know. I think sometimes we'll see a few more brands maybe around Christmas, as we mentioned.
Yeah.
But these seem to be the ones I have seen the most. But yeah, we'd definitely be curious to hear your thoughts.
Yes.
So if you like food tasting and reaction videos or food unboxings, you'll definitely enjoy our channel. So please do subscribe. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.